In rural areas across Haiti, morning breakfast means an early start at an open fire. For half the children in the country, there will be no school today. And for those who do have access to formal education, chances are good that their school is still rooted in traditions that have not changed in 100 years. The rules are strict. Families are required to buy uniforms. Corporal punishment is routine. Children memorize and recite. They do not question or challenge. But on the island of La Gonâve, 15 miles off mainland Haiti, there is an entirely different story to be told. It's a story about a brave experiment that is becoming a model for the rest of Haiti. It is about the rewards of breaking from old traditions. It's the story of the Matènwa Community School, known locally by its initials in Creole, LKM. To understand the importance of this school in Matènwa, one must understand the island of La Gonâve. Home to more than 100,000 people, it's one of the poorest regions in one of the poorest countries in the world. There is no public electricity, no running water. Families on La Gonâve scrape a living from small farms. There are virtually no paid jobs that will support a family, and for years, hope and faith in a better future here were equally hard to find. But now, that is changing. Since 1996 at the Matènwa Community School, no one has played by the old rules. And the success of the program here is remarkable. But more remarkable is that today, this small school is changing how children across Haiti are taught. One of Matènwa's founders is Chris Lowe.
For me, I felt that the society in general in the countryside where I was living, that very often children were being hit not only in school but at home, and that discipline was driven by the stick. I felt that it was almost as if we were still living out slavery, that parents were continuing to hit the children because they felt that this is what was going to save them in society, for them to be obeying adults, and same within the schools. And I had had a very different experience with Haitian kids in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where a loving, engaging educational environment really motivated them to learn, and I wanted to share that.
It has been 15 years since Chris joined forces with fellow teacher Abner Sauveur, who also had a dream to bring a brand new approach to educating children in Haiti.
I decided it would be better for children to learn without people beating them, and without just repeating what they saw, and for them to be able to voice their opinion of what was okay with them and what wasn't okay with them. All these things motivated me to think about how I myself could have a school.
Today, Matènwa is no longer a dream. 240 students attend the school, and it has been recognized as a model for delivering exactly what children need. Every morning, it meets one of the most basic needs. The children are given breakfast. For some, this is the only meal they will get all day. When breakfast is finished, the day continues with the needs of children always in the forefront. One obvious need is for children to learn in a language they understand. But this is typically not what happens in Haiti. In the vast majority of Haitian schools, the language of the classroom is French, even though less than 10% of Haitians speak French, and virtually everyone speaks Creole. But here at Matènwa, everything, including the books that are read, is in the children's native language. In this Haitian school, French is spoken where it is most appropriate, in French class.
Je m'élève, je m'assieds, je m'assieds, je m'élève.
At Matènwa, the language is one that children can understand, and the teaching itself is also about understanding, not memorizing. In every math class, at every age, the emphasis is on problem solving, not recitation of number facts. Instead, the children are given hands-on tools so they can discover answers for themselves. And learning turns out to be fun. At a good school, math is expected. Gardening is a surprise. But here, the garden is considered essential.
The reason why it's important to have a garden at the school is because we live in a country where 65% of the people live off the land. At school, it seems that children believe that working the land is for somebody who doesn't know how to read and write. But the garden is what supports them, and they sort of belittle it. For them to appreciate the garden, they need to understand the techniques of how to make a garden.
A visitor to the Matènwa classroom sees many resources provided by supporters outside Haiti, books to fill a new library, computers powered by solar panels. But the success of this school is not found in what it owns. It is instead in how it teaches children to think and to speak for themselves.
Many a time, if you ask a kid, why are you going to school? Their response is, so when someone asks you a question, you can tell them the answer.
At Matènwa, learning a correct answer is not what school is all about. This is called a reflection circle. The children read a story and then discuss their reactions. The reflection circle illustrates best how Matènwa differs most from other schools. Here the students have a real voice. They learn to use it. They also learn to listen to others. Everyone's ideas are valued.
So instead of thinking that they are going to school so that they won't look stupid, which is what I'm hearing from them, that you have an answer to a question, we're trying to have education be so that they become thinkers and can dialogue together to come up with solutions for their problems in their society and their communities.
In all things that Matènwa provides that children need, conspicuously absent is something they do not need. They do not need to be hit.
I remember that when we first became established and said what kind of school we wanted to have, there were parents who said they wouldn't put their children in the school because, they said, we didn't hit the children. But then, the next year, they returned with their children to our school.
And since then, for 15 years, parents have continued to bring their children to Matènwa Community School. Today, news of the school's nonviolent, egalitarian approach is spreading, and now teachers from other schools are coming here to learn the Matènwa model.
The way the school used to be before, that children had no rights and still don't have any rights now in certain school. In LKM, children have choices and have rights. If you do something wrong to them, they will ask you why, and they will stand up for their rights and speak to you about it. But most of the other places that the student will get whipped and get beat up by teachers, and being punished, put them there on their knees and things like that. Their uniforms be dirty, and while they're beating them in the classroom, is very embarrassing. This should not be done.
Once a week at Matènwa, the entire school gathers for an all-school meeting. While these students may not fully recognize it as members of this community, they are part of something big. A place where more than 200 children are proving every day that a Creole-speaking school in rural Haiti can stand for peace, respect, equality, and community. And children can absolutely thrive.